baby. Welcome back to BEG Wrestling, folks. We are here. That's right. And we're talking about it a lot this week. You thought wrestling was slow. I don't think so. Okay? We got updates. Gable Stevenson, HWT Too Soon Rankings. We asked AI, how do you make college wrestling better? And we have responses. We got legit responses from artificial intelligence here, folks. That's what I'm talking about. Levi, lightning round, a lot. But first, we got to get into, obviously, our subscriber of the week, folks. This week, it is Stetson Starkey, okay?
Stetson Starkey.
Please bring Robb Koll UNC as a topic next week. It's a monumentous shift for both programs and really the ACC as a whole. Pretty please. Would love to hear it as a topic.
Daggone, that's a big word.
I don't know if I pronounced it right.
I'm shocked we got that one out.
Email us your size and address, and you are getting a BEG wrestling shirt. They're flying off the shelves one of these weeks.
That is good news
Put
for
them
them.
up for sale.
For UNC, old Robb Koll.
So, first and foremost, folks, we got to get in.
By the way, is he like one of the top 3 coaches, Robb Koll? What do you think?
I do have some comments from an interview that he was in that make me want to think he's a top 3 coach.
He's certainly in the conversation. Everything I read about the dude, I mean, and then when you listen to his interviews, he seems very just controlled, put together. Every comment about him that you hear from wrestlers, great wrestlers out there, like nothing but positive. Yeah, UNC got a winner out there.
If we're on the topic, I'll tell you right now, the comment that stuck to me in the interview that I listened to was that he said the biggest mistake that he's made in his past recruiting was recruiting kids that did not fit the culture.
You mean brats?
You mean brands?
Whoa!
No, I'm just kidding. Actually, brands, that actually doesn't make sense because brands does recruit kids that fit that culture.
Wow.
Right?
Some coaches,
a unique culture.
Some coaches don't care what they are. If they can wrestle, come on in. Come on in. Oh, you killed 14 people? I don't care. You can take somebody down. Come on in. No, I'm just kidding.
All right, on to more important news here. We have to update you on Sasso. I guess Sasso had a regression here. He had an infection. Thankfully, it's not peritonitis. Okay, we thought Minio said at first he thought it was peritonitis, which was like life threatening. But it's not. He's still fighting back. He's not going to make it this year. By the way, BEG Wrestling donated $100 to Sammy Sasso Fund. GoFundMe, folks. Get on that GoFundMe. And don't say we didn't ever do anything.
And Sammy, the wrestling community is praying for you. We want you back, and we don't doubt that you will be back. I know it sounds like it's not going to be this year.
Yep, but
maybe that's a blessing. And a lot of times things work out that way. It turns out to be a blessing. And Ohio State's still going to be tough. For Sammy, the individual, I'm sure right now it looks like it's just a big disappointment. But, I think he got hit with some sort of infection.
Yeah.
And, now I always forget his name from Nebraska.
Peyton was my next update. Peyton Robb, who is back. So off of Sasso, the good news, Peyton Robb's coming back, baby, and he looks good.
Yeah, and
you see the picture.
Yeah,
Peyton
we
Robb
had
looks
him
healthy.
written off that he wasn't going to wrestle this year.
Wow, he looks healthy, baby.
And that all turned around quick.
Redo the rankings. Yeah,
that turned around quick.
Yes, it did.
So the thing is
that whole weight class.
He got hit with that infection. And that'll rock you, man. When that infection gets in your blood and it spreads throughout your body. Look at this.
Peyton Robb looks healthy. Save that pen because I forgot mine. I might need it. But, no, I will need it. So save that pen.
No,
Peyton Robb's back.
We're thinking about you, Sammy. Just hang in there.
Sasso will be back. They thought
fighting.
it was a more serious infection than it is. It's not. So, again, good news. We donated to the Sasso Fund, folks.
Good job.
If you can afford it, donate to the Sasso Fund. We also donated to the Peyton Robb Fund. So, okay. Moving on. News of the week, dude. Gable Stevenson, snip, snap, flip, flop, snip, snap. Okay, I got news articles of news. Oh, he's out for the 2023 Senior World Wrestling Championships. He's also removed from the WWE NXT roster. What in the world is happening with Gable Stevenson?
Look, I guess there is a scenario
Something's
where
going on,
we could later learn and then understand why we're not getting any word. We're meaning the U.S. wrestling.
I go back to his camp. Who is his camp? This is
all of
a
us U.S.
disaster.
wrestling fans out there.
This is a disaster.
Why we haven't received any word from Gable? Why none of us, or why what's going on? Maybe Justin Bash hinted around. Maybe he's getting moved up to the main event at WWE. We don't know, and maybe Gable can't mention anything about this. Maybe there is a small window where he can't say anything, and that's why he's not come on Twitter or something and said something.
He was removed from the roster. He is not.
Well, yeah, but he's still listed in there as he's not like
on the website. He's on the website.
Yeah,
sweet.
Like we don't.
So you're not fired.
My question is
an employee.
Simply, why can't you come and say to all of them thousands of wrestling fans out there that have supported you, Gable, through thick and thin, why you aren't wrestling for the World Championships? I mean, this affects a lot of people. And
the United States of America.
Yeah,
how about
that? That don't make any sense to me. But
now we got Mason Paris going.
As I said, maybe there's a small window that he's got a legit reason why he can't say anything. So I can't.
What would that
be definitive why until we know all the facts. No. But with that said,
agreed. I agree with that.
This really has me puzzled on, okay, why would the WWE let him wrestle at the Open and Final X, but then decide to, okay, you can't wrestle at the World Championships. They say, well, that'll take Gable away for a full, 3 weeks if they go, and maybe they have plans for him in that 3-week window.
I don't see any plans.
Yeah.
What are the plans? There are no plans of anything. As of right now, this moment, no plans.
We seen that one performance, and yeah.
That was a disaster. This whole
it's all puzzling. Even more puzzling is, according to Flo, it sounds like a done deal. He's wrestling college. Now, if he ends up wrestling college, but did not wrestle the World Championships, am I wrong? Is he going to hear some boos, and rightfully so, if he hears some boos this year?
All this is so jambalaya nonsense. I just go back to, who is this camp? Who is in Gable's camp? Is anyone in Gable's camp? Because I see absolutely no direction, dude. This thing is just bouncing off from wall to wall. World Championships, yep.
Supposedly,
college,
WWE said, okay, Gable, you can wrestle college, but you have to stay in Minnesota because that's where our training facility is. But shame on you. Whoever from Minnesota is throwing money Gable's way, supposedly that's why Gable's going to wrestle college, because he's going to get some money to wrestle college. Shame on you. Whoever's going to throw money Gable's way, what? It means Minnesota, instead of finishing 25th, is now going to finish 13th or something. Big deal.
I mean,
big deal. And shame on you. You're going to
understand.
Nobody's going to be supportive of that after he kind of dissed the USA and hurt USA. And you say, don't down Mason Paris. He might do well. Mason might medal. He may medal, but he may not.
He's not Gable.
Yeah, and
my question here is, okay, Gable is to the level that Gable Stevenson is a business. He's bigger. He's a brand. Gable is a brand. I don't understand. Who are his advisors in this brand? Because they are terrible. I don't necessarily critique Gable. I mean, I do. But at the same time, I equally, if not more so, critique his advisors, because Gable is the performer. dude. You're the talent. You need to hire good advisors. He has clearly not hired good advisors. And
I'm all for
detrimental to his career.
I'm all for gamemanship and all kinds of whatever. And I'm done. I don't care anymore.
Yeah, I'm just
Gable,
done.
take your sideshow or your clown show or whatever and go. I'm done. I'm done.
I'm kind of over talking about him.
Yeah.
I mean, if we're being honest, it's just a snip, snap, flip, flop. I don't know. And it's like, it's just, the only thing I hear out of Gable? Drama. No real news. It'd be one thing if he was going to the Olympics and going to win us a gold medal.
I hope.
And then, you know what? I deal with the drama. That's the rules in sports. The better you are, the more
I hope
you have
Mason,
to put up with. And
I hope Mason Paris just tears it up, and more so. You want to really know what I hope for?
Tear it up.
Is come this college season, either Hendrickson or Kirk Levitt or someone, would that be sweet if they
actually beat him?
Someone upset the great Gable Stevenson.
Well, if that wouldn't throw the last shovel of dirt on Gable's grave up to this point in his career, that's what it sounds like to me because, dude, at this point, Gable, I'll be your advisor for free, okay? BEG Wrestling will advise you for free, and I can guarantee you it'd be better than what I'm seeing up to this point.
Well, as soon as you talk like that, everybody. Oh, here we go.
No one's going to disagree with that.
Here's a hater.
No one's going to disagree with that.
He's rooting against Gable. He's a hater.
No, I'm rooting for him. I'm offering my advice. My guidance. I'm trying to help him.
Now, I don't root against Gable, but daggone.
Dude, let me walk out with Gable.
Wrong.
Let me have a
USA
microphone.
Wrestling.
Let me have a microphone and Gable's next NXT. First of all, let me convince WWE and NXT. Let's get Gable back on the scene. Let me do Gable's intro. I walk out in front of him. You know how they have rappers. Let's have me on BG. You think I won't be hyped, dude? I will blow that crowd up with energy. Unbelievable. I don't know. Will we ever talk about Gable again in the future? I hope so. I hope it's something good.
I hope he turns into something big. WWE, whatever. UFC,
not
whatever.
on the right trajectory. Are you ready to move on? Heavyweight or final rankings of the year, or final too soon rankings of the year? We're going heavyweight.
Yeah.
And convenient that Gable was a hot topic this week. You included him in your rankings. I did not.
Yeah.
If I did, obviously I'm bumping everyone down a spot. I'm going to take Gable getting first.
I have to rank him first.
Okay.
I mean...
Well, hold on. You know the deal. I got to read the rankings. Hold the phone.
Is this show one for you,
folks? Dad, show one for you. You know the deal, folks. I'm reading the preseason rankings. WrestleStat and Flow. I'll go WrestleStat first.
What show is this, by the way?
38.
Is it 38?
Yeah, boy, we are making notes on heavyweight rankings this year, folks. Obviously, Gable, we don't know. Mason Paris out. Cassiope out on suspension. Cassiope, a preseason top 3 ranked kid. That is devastating. So it's new faces. There are brand new faces this year in this weight class. You know the deal, folks. It's WrestleStat and Flow. First is WrestleStat. Number 1, Wyatt Hendrickson. Number 2, Greg Kirklevitt. Number 3, Cassiope. Update that. Number 4, Colton Schultz. Number 5, Lucas Davidson. Number 6, Zach Elam. Number 7, Dayton Pitzer. Your boy. Number 8, Owen Trafon. Number 9, Younger Batista. Number 10, Owen Pence. That's WrestleStat. They own the Flow. They got Greg Kirklevitt at number 1. Number 2, Wyatt Hendrickson. Ooh, we're going to talk about that matchup a little more. Number 3, Cassiope. Update your rankings, please. Number 4, Lucas Davidson. Number 5, Colton Schultz. Number 6, Zach Elam. Number 7, Owen Trafon. Number 8, Dayton Pitzer. Number 9, Colton McKiernan. McKiernan. You didn't hear him. Number 10, Younger Batista. Siue. That's where he's from. You got any notes on him? Nope. I do. Okay. Are you prepared?
I'm prepared.
Where's the pen, dude? We're rocking one pen, folks. My goodness.
Okay.
All right. Who you got?
Of course, I'm going to put Gable first.
Okay.
Because of this whole USA wrestling thing, I won't be rooting for Gable. I'm just going to be honest. But now, now we get interesting. Who's going to be in the finals against him? Because
you're right.
The semifinals
it's a toss-up, baby.
Is going to be Kirk Levitt and Hendrickson. And I'll tell you the honest truth. I did not like the projection that Kirk Levitt was going, and I did like the projection that Hendrickson was going.
I totally agree with that.
However, I do recognize the room that Kirk Levitt is in, and if I don't think that projection stays on that path, they will turn it around. Kirk Levitt is the real deal. I think Kirk Levitt will be in the finals again, and I have him getting 2. Now, Hendrickson...
Kirk Levitt, the fastest dodgeball thrower in the Penn State room.
That is true. That is true. When he's cranking up the throw, you get out of the way.
Yikes! Don't get in the way of that.
Hendrickson is one of the to me, most exciting wrestler to watch in the nation. I mean, when he's out there pinning Cassiopes in the world, I don't care. Everybody keeps saying, "Oh, well,
he's Captain America."
Gable wrestling, that's good news because he's so exciting to watch. Gable's not exciting to watch for me. I mean, he does kind of the same thing. He doesn't pin anybody.
Boring and
Hendrickson is exciting to watch.
Yes,
Hendrickson goes after
WWE.
He goes after the kill.
Captain America Wyatt Hendrickson.
Yeah, he goes after the kill.
Oh, and I love Wyatt.
Even after with the big
pin master flex Wyatt.
Yeah, he is. Believe me.
Yeah, baby.
Gable's got a one-trick pony. And, very slick and very swift on his feet, very quick. I'll give him credit where credit's due. But where's the pins?
No aggressive. But notably here, Kirk is 1-0 against Wyatt. So.
I can see Hendrickson being a Olympic gold medalist in the future. I really can.
Oh, I could.
That kid,
that boy is
or that
Captain
man,
America.
Is the real deal.
I mean, he just looks like the role. Dude.
I got him getting 3rd over Davison.
Okay.
And really, that was a tough call too, putting Davison at 4 because I got Pitzer at 5. And I could really have Pitzer right there.
Well, you told us previously in other episodes how much you love Pitzer. Dude.
Oh, I'm telling you. And now that he's got more size, he's 235. Now that he's got more size, I'm telling you.
Okay.
I can't put him up there with Hendrickson.
Or Davidson? Or are you sure about that? I mean, he did lose to Lucas Davidson.
It's hard.
0-1.
It's hard to believe.
4-0 last year in the Midland Championships.
I don't care. He was so small last year. Now that he's got more size, I got Pitzer at 5. This is hard to believe. I got Schultz at 6. We're talking about a guy that was in the finals 2 years ago.
I believe that.
I mean, he was in the finals 2 years ago. Now,
hey,
believe me,
times change, baby.
You know, Arizona State did all kinds of tricks to have them seeded right to make the finals that year. But anyway, Schultz at 6, Bastida at 7, and really,
whoa. You got Bastida at 7? You're missing a big name there, dude. Because there's a huge drop off from.
I got Bastida
drop off from 7 to 8, and you're missing the name.
Well, I got Lamb at 8.
That's the name. What in the
Bastida.
world?
Bastida is so athletic, Zach, so quick. No. Now, I don't know how much size he put on, but
he's moving up. Bastida's moving up a weight class. So remember, we really have no.
He went up.
He lost to Rocky Elam twice at the end of last year. I knew that. So you think he's going to just beat up on his brother? What? Zach. I'm talking about Zach. Well, he's wrestling Zach, but he lost to Rocky last year.
What?
Yeah, and then 197 weight class. He's moving up a weight class. So yeah.
No. The big Elam.
Yeah, Zach. Zach is the one he will be wrestling this year. But he lost to Rocky Elam last year.
What, in practice? What are you talking about?
No, dude, in the Midland champ in the finals.
Whoa!
First of all, I guess I should ask you: are Rocky Elam and Zach Elam brothers?
Yes.
Okay. Yes. So look,
Batista lost to Elam
stats got
twice in the Big 12 championships. He lost to him.
They got too many stats.
And I'm right on my stats. I have stats. You're the one going off gut. Okay, Batista and Elam. Okay, is that it? Oh my goodness, dude, that is just completely funky dunky. I'm gonna add you to the Funky Dunky Boys Club in our fantasy wrestling.
By the way, how are you making out in fantasy? First week.
Dominating week 1, folks. I'm 2-0, and I'm top 3 scoring team in both leagues. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. If you would have listened to my fantasy, the Beaver Enterprise Group fantasy rankings, you would have known because I was spot on. I'm 6-1 in my preseason.
Wow,
6-1.
I cool the Jets on bragging. You took on a new guy that just entered the league that took my spot. He's like a little infant.
He quit, folks.
He's like a little infant. He doesn't even know what he's doing yet. You're over there, you get a win.
I know.
Over a new guy.
Oh, he thought he knew what he was doing. He talked a big game, but came in here to take him back to the barn and spank him. Spank him. All right, my rankings, and these are the real rankings, folks. Okay, if you want to insert Gable as number 1, and then you can move everyone down in my rankings. But I did not. I don't know this flip-flop, snip-snap game. Gable's playing, so I did not include him. I have winning is Kirk. Okay, and
that's where I'm talking. Right there.
I know, and I didn't want to pick Kirk. I wanted to pick Wyatt so bad because, and here's a couple things about Kirk. He looked so slow and lethargic at the end of last season.
He did.
He looked lethargic. Something had to be happening, and
he did.
He's in the best room. I'm sorry. I'm just banking on the coaching there, and he's 1-0 against Wyatt. If Cassiope was in the mix, baby, I mean, that would shake things up because Kirk is 2-3 against Cassiope in his career.
Yeah, but I thought Cassiope looked like he was going downhill, too. He didn't look like he was going the right direction.
Well, maybe he wasn't winning those bets. I don't know. Number 2, I got coming in Captain America, baby, Wyatt Hendrickson. Yeah, he's 0-1 versus Kirk, but he's beat everybody else. 1-0 versus Cassiope, 1-0 versus Elam, 1-0 versus Davidson. And you know who this man is. Dude. You know who this man is. He is Captain America, and he might be the most exciting wrestler that we have in our sport today.
Yeah.
Is that true?
Yeah.
It was, I guess, Spencer. Who'd you tune in for before now? It was Spencer. Maybe it's Carter. Maybe it's Wyatt.
No, even Spencer.
Seriously.
Spencer did the same thing every time. With Wyatt, you didn't know what was going to come.
Is Wyatt the most exciting wrestler in sport right now?
Really?
A
lot of times it is the cradle, but it not necessarily. I mean, with Wyatt, he's just going for it.
I mean, let's be serious. Who are the other contenders? It would be Carter. It would be Vito. It would be who else? Who else? I mean, Wyatt.
Vito is Wyatt. A lot of fun.
Thank you. I'll talk about Vito coming up in these world championships, but thank you, Wyatt, dude. You do our sport well. That's Wyatt at 2. Number 3 is Lucas Davidson. He's 1-0 versus Elam, 1-0 versus Schultz. He's at Michigan now. Lucas Davidson at Michigan now. Okay, let's go Wolverines. All right, number 4, I gave your boy, you talked me into this guy, Dayton Pitzer, okay? I got Dayton Pitzer actually higher than you have him. How is that happening? Wow. I have Dayton Pitzer getting 4. He's 0-1 versus Davidson, who I have a spot ahead of him.
Bad.
He beat Schultz, and he's at Pittsburgh. So as long as he's in Pennsylvania, I'll take it. Then we have number 5, Colton Schultz, Arizona State kid, 2-0 versus Elam, beat McKiernan, beat Luis Fernandez. Colton Schultz, man, Arizona State got 7th last year, 2nd the year before, and 4th the year before that. I think he finishes his career strong. What are you doing, dude? Watching freaking highlights while I'm giving my freaking updates?
Oh, no.
Unbelievable.
I wanted to...
Number 6, and here's your top tier rankings, because after number 6, there's a significant drop off, and number 6 is Zach Elam, who you had at 8. Wrong. 0-1 versus Davison, 0-3 versus Cassiope, non-existent. He beat Owen Trafon. And he's at Missouri, dude. Got 6 last year. Zach Elam. Then we have a significant drop-off, folks, and these last 2, 7 and 8, were difficult. I got Younger Batista and Owen Trafon, okay? Batista moving up a weight class, Owen moving up a weight class. Both these kids moving up a weight class. There's just not a lot of head-to-head matchups for me to compare. So I'm really going off of gut, along with WrestleStat rankings, along with Flow rankings, along with past experience, and that's my final. That's heavyweight, folks. So you officially now have our Too Soon rankings at every weight class. Let me tell you this. We're going to post that up on the Facebook page. And next week, I'm actually going to be in Italy on a little vacation. That doesn't mean we're not having an episode. In fact, I'll tell you what that means, dude. We're having 2 episodes. 1, we're going to rip off an episode with every weight class preseason Too Soon rankings. And we have live updates from the World Championships, okay? It's not going to be a BEG Wrestling standard episode, but it will be updates, and I don't know how it's going to go, but we have a correspondent, folks. We have a correspondent, so...
Who's that?
Greg Moyer. Greg?
All right, Greg.
I don't know. I hope you don't mind me shouting you out there.
All right, Greg.
But
now let me get this straight. He's just going to give up, updates of what's going on.
Nothing. We have no expectations, man. We're just going. We're going off the fly. Greg's going to be there. So Greg is going to We'll see, man.
Let her fly.
Anything is better than nothing.
That's right. Let her fly.
And I'll tell you this, folks. BEG Wrestling, we're making big moves. I'll get into it later in the episode, but. Big things coming. This show is just a start, but we got to move on to our biggest topic of the week: artificial intelligence. What do you know about AI? Artificial intelligence. ChatGPT is the app that all the kids are using nowadays, and I thought, okay, being in videography. I'm diving into this. I got a clone voice who can clone my voice now that I can basically type anything I want my own voice to say, and it'll say it. I could do the same with Tom Brains and Cale Sanderson. Oh, more to come, folks. Anyway.
Now wait. So you could take my voice.
Yep.
And instead of me...
I could even record your image, and then I could just show a video of you saying anything.
Okay. My voice and my image.
We're ahead of Flow, folks. We're ahead of the other college wrestling media out there.
Saying all the names correctly. Could you do that? Saying all the names correctly and not messing up the words? That's what I'm talking about.
Technically,
let's do this. Let's put this thing into
effect. Folks. Okay. All right. Well, here's the deal. Listen, we'll get into more. We'll dive into more AI, but I simply asked artificial intelligence, ChatGPT, a couple questions this week. Okay, that I'm going to run by you, and you have not heard any of these responses. Some of these are legitimate questions on rankings, and then some of them, and the biggest one that we'll get into at the end, how do you help college wrestling? How do you grow this sport, baby? And I'll tell you right now, AI had some great responses. But before we get into that, the first question, what do you got?
This isn't going to get boring, is it?
No, this is going to be the best segment we've had in a long time until the season starts. First question. I asked artificial intelligence, what is the greatest college wrestling university? I'm not going to, folks, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put the full responses up on our Facebook page, our BEG Wrestling Facebook page.
Okay.
So if you want to read the full responses, check out our Facebook page, and you'll be able to feed the full responses. But I'm going to summarize here. What is the greatest college wrestling university? Okay?
Of all time.
That's the question. That was it. No, just what is the greatest college wrestling university? Here's what's interesting. I'm going to run you down the list. The number of lists. Number 1, Iowa Hawkeyes. Number 2,
I just lost all credibility.
Oklahoma State Cowboys. Number 3, Penn State Nittany Lions. Number 4,
be more incorrect.
Iowa State Cyclones, and number 5, Oklahoma Sooners. Okay, so
look, if they said,
let me read some details here. Iowa has a storied wrestling
blah 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 blah.
widely regarded as the greatest college wrestling university, won a record 23 NCAA
It has to be Oklahoma State. It's either Oklahoma State or it's Penn State. Because the question is, who has the great? It's either
Oklahoma State with 34 team championships, most in history.
It's either going to answer the question all time or right now. So either it's going to be Oklahoma State or it's going to be Penn State. No way is the answer going to be Iowa. In no way is that answer going to be Iowa.
So artificial intelligence.
So I'm already this artificial intelligence is a joke. Is a joke.
Are you serious?
Yes,
Okay,
I'm laughing already.
Penn State has emerged, recently as a powerhouse in recent years.
Oh, please.
Winning championships since 11. Okay, well, Oklahoma in the top 5. I thought that was interesting. Is that?
Oh, they were a big deal back in the 1800s.
All right, read the full responses, folks.
Just kidding.
Greatest college wrestling university according to AI: Iowa, Oklahoma State, Penn State, Iowa State, Oklahoma.
All right.
Woo.
All right. Okay. This is fun.
Next one. Who is the greatest college wrestler of all time? I'll read you the top 5.
This better have.
Yeah, well, we're talking about artificial intelligence. They know what they're talking about. Number 1, Cael Sanderson. Number 2, Dan Gable. Number 3, Kyle Dake. Number 4, Pat Smith. Number 5, Logan Stieber. You can't really argue with that, which only builds credibility to the team rankings of artificial intelligence.
The top 4.
Yeah.
I do like the top.
You don't like Stieber. You never liked Stieber.
No, I like.
Never liked Stieber.
Okay, I'm with you. I'm with it.
He's a four-timer.
I'm with AI. I'm with AI on that.
Okay. So we agree with artificial intelligence on the greatest college wrestlers.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Now let's get saucy, baby.
All right. They've got some credibility back there.
So I asked artificial intelligence, who is better at coaching wrestling?
Oh, no.
Tom Brands or Cael Sanderson? Now, I'll read you the standard response here because they don't want to give opinions. They can't get political. Yeah. The subjective and can depend on individual perspectives and criteria. Both have achieved remarkable success, blah, 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 blah. Here's what's interesting to me. I'm going to read you, there were 3 bullet points for both coaches. 3. I'm going to read you Tom Brand's bullet points, and I'm going to read you Cael Sanderson. And I find this very interesting. Tom Brand's bullet points. Number 1, team success. Number 2, development of wrestlers. Known for his ability to develop wrestlers and help them reach their full potential. His coaching style emphasizes toughness, discipline, and relentless work ethic. Number 3 bullet point, competitive mindset. His teams are known for their aggressive and relentless wrestling style.
Oh, man.
I'm just reading you stuff that's way smarter than all of us. I'm sorry. Okay, and now I'm going to read you Cael's.
Way smarter.
Okay, so to summarize, Tom Brands, this is very interesting. Team success, development, and competitive mindset. Notably known for aggressive and relentless wrestling and developing wrestlers to fulfill their full potential. Cael Sanderson, number 1 bullet point, undefeated college career. Irrelevant? How about irrelevant? Irrelevant. Number 2, team success. Okay, yeah, we know that. Number 3, recruiting and talent development. Finally, at number 3, meanwhile, Tom Brands, I'm reading highlights of emphasizes toughness, discipline, relentless work ethic, known for aggressive and relentless wrestling style. Cael has been successful in recruiting top talent and developing them into champions. He's a recruiter! Cael is a recruiter. He's not a coach. Tom Brands is a coach.
Wait, let me see that a second.
Oh, now you're going to get all worked
read it
up.
wrong.
No, I didn't.
Tom Brands.
Yeah.
Bullet point number 1. You got to do your job. Bullet point number 2. We need a better lineup out there.
Cael's bullet points. Let's play dodgeball. And it doesn't really matter, number 2, because it's all just a game. How about that? I think Tom wins that one, dude. Tom is winning an AI. Okay. Couple more here, folks. Boy, it's the off season. You know, it's the off season. We're about to be ramped up. But okay, I asked AI, what is Gable Stevenson doing? Not much of a response.
Well, that was the question.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Here's something. It's worth noting that information can change rapidly, and Gable Stevenson's activities may have evolved since my last update. AI don't know what Gable's doing.
Yeah.
AI don't know. No one knows what Gable's doing.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, but here's the most important question. Here's the question which I really wanted to ask artificial intelligence. This question, how could you improve viewership of college wrestling?
All right.
Okay.
Let's hear it.
I'm going to read you the response. There's actually eight bullet points here.
All right.
Multifaceted approach. Number 1, increased media coverage. This can include broadcasting more matches on television networks, streaming platforms, or online platforms.
Or more podcasts.
Number 1. Okay. If we're checking boxes, folks,
so all you
check the boxes that
people that hate
wrestling is covering.
You people that hate us, we're just trying to increase wrestling here.
Okay, so number 1 box we checked.
Yeah.
Okay, number 2. This is according to artificial intelligence, folks. Number 2, promoting rivalries and storylines. What is it, show?
That's right.
Check. Number 3, engaging social media presence. Check.
Okay.
Okay, BG Facebook, BG Wrestling Facebook, folks. Go
Don't
follow
forget
us.
that. BG Facebook page.
That's right. Okay, number 4, enhancing production quality.
Well, you got that locked down.
Here's what I'll say, folks. Here's
I will say this, whether we're good on the actual show part, his production part, yeah, nobody, we're the best there. You actually have to admit that.
Well, up to this point, we've been good. Here's what I'll tell you, folks, and I'll go on a little bit of a rant here. And
oh boy.
Part of the reason we started this show is because
you want to practice.
No. It's not like it's not anyone's fault that college wrestling is a monopoly by Flow Wrestling. It's not anyone's fault because no one has taken advantage of the opportunity. But my goal, I feel like our goal here from the start was to improve the sport, and I think that starts by providing competition to Flow Wrestling. And I love Flow Wrestling. I think everyone loves Flow Wrestling because that's the only thing we have for the sport that we love. We're not doing it because we don't like Flow Wrestling. We're doing it because out of the love for the sport, we want to provide a competition and a second option. And I tell you this, we as BEG Wrestling, we now have the technology to live stream 4K from 2 cameras. So I don't want to go into too much, but I'll say this. With that technology, there are certain things that are already happening in the future that we have talked about that will live stream, like post-match reactions, folks. We're going to have a live stream. There's other things that I won't dive into, but
I'm excited about this.
I have big ideas.
Yeah, I'm excited about this Greg thing that you're talking about.
And we got Greg. We got a correspondent. We have an international correspondent, Greg, who is going to be giving us updates from the World Championships. And I'm telling you,
I know this.
Every episode we make, we get stronger because of you guys. The audience, because we're getting help and we're getting support from you. And the more that you guys help us, I'm telling you, this is a 2-man show right now. The more support we get, the stronger we get, the more this is actually happening, dude. And out of nothing but love for this sport. So, do you have any comments on that? Enhancing production quality.
I just love, when I'm into something, I love just grabbing everything I can about it. Like when I'm into football, I love watching the talk shows about football.
Yep.
Or after the Cowboys win, I'll tune into the stations that are talking about the Cowboys just to get every ounce of information I can,
an opinion.
Yeah.
And even if you don't
opinion,
like
whether even if I don't like it.
And that's the thing, like if you love college wrestling, like no offense to the other shows, but there's not a lot of opinion. There's a lot of facts. They're great at factual information, and that's great. But like, we felt like the element that was lacking or in this sport is opinion. Opinion. We are the opinion show. We're giving you opinion. You may not like it, and that's your opinion too. But we're just here to give you energy and opinion. That's the whole show.
One thing we just pulled off. We just got through an off season. And
Dude.
that's not easy to do.
I know.
Because things slow down. There's not a lot going on.
Thank you, Gable. Thank you, Spencer. Thank you, Tom Brands. Thank you, Iowa. Thank you, NIL.
You got that.
Yes, because you got us through the season. But I got to move on.
Yes.
That was enhancing production quality. Number 5 was collaboration with other sports. Okay, here's what's interesting on that.
Right.
Artificial intelligence. Man, they're on to something. Well, there's an article that Flo posted. High school wrestling participation tops 300K for first time in 45 years.
Mm-hmm.
Good news, because the ratings last year and the championships were down and make you think, is the sport dying? Is the sport dying? No, high school wrestling participation growing. Along with that, okay, E.J. Newton, one of our big fans, hinted last week during the live stream in the comments that U.S. Fight Pass is going to be streaming a bunch of college duels this year. Then he shared on our Facebook page the actual UFC commentators talking about how they are hinting and they're going to be promoting and showing 5 dual meets this year.
I seen that.
And to promote the sport of college wrestling.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, is that exciting? UFC is promoting us.
Yeah.
Okay? I'm telling you right now, folks, if I'm buying a stock, I buy stocks and sell stocks all the time. College wrestling's right here, right now. I'd buy that stock before everyone finds out UFC is promoting us because, dude, if UFC is going to embrace college wrestling, which they should, as like a pony league or a minor league for their system.
I'm excited about the energy they're going to bring to
You
it.
cannot tell me that's not the right way to go. All right, let's move on here.
Talking about energy, mine is starting to drop here.
Yeah.
All right.
Can we, number 6.
Let's wrap this up.
Engaging storytelling. All right. Number 7. Community involvement. Community involvement. We got a lot of leagues out there. We got a league.
Whoa, this is dragging on here.
No, this is what people want to hear. This is our main segment, dude. This is our main freaking segment. And you get so daggone impatient. You can't even. Daggone, sit through it! All right. Community involvement. Yes! That's number 7. And number 8, alumni involvement. AKA boosters, NIL money.
Hey, yo! Hey!
Right? Right?
Boost us.
All right. You already touched on Robb Koll. I got some Levi. Levi, hey, I had to reserve a segment for Levi because this is probably my favorite college wrestler, and he was on Clash of Combat, dude.
That's right.
And I wanted to just make a few comments on his interview. First of all, what a soft-spoken, humble kid.
Yeah.
I had my volume up to max, Levi, and I had a hard time hearing you. You're defending second place. Let's go.
Can I just say, as cool as Levi is, all you people out there that watch Levi and you think, wow, that's one cool dude. Let me tell you, his dad and his uncle are twice as cool. That's where Levi gets it from. If you know his dad and his uncle.
Well, you know him?
Not just a little bit. I mean, not a whole lot.
Well, I can believe that because I'll get into this. I mean,
our friend
he's
knows
humble
him,
for a reason.
Our friend knows his dad and uncle
That's right.
quite well.
That's right. One of our fantasy.
I
league
do know them.
Ty Zittle.
I was at wrestling
Coach
practices
Levi.
watching them run wrestling practices.
Let's build some BEG wrestling credibility here. One of our fantasy wrestling league participants, Ty Zittle, used to coach Levi. So let's not act like we don't have wrestling knowledge. Rocking around here, folks. He was coaching Levi before he was Levi, before you knew Levi.
Yeah. Levi's dad.
Ty Zittle, look him
dad
up.
And
police
uncle
officer now, Ty. We love you, Ty.
They're watching them too.
He's so annoyed.
I watched Levi's dad and uncle put on a show at the end of practice by wrestling each other. And quite frankly, it was one of the most entertaining matches.
When was that?
I've ever watched. It was. We were wrestling, or actually, Corey was at it. I was helping kind of coach our little section. Corey was at the practice.
Okay.
And at the end of the practice, as entertainment for all the kids, is Levi's dad and uncle wrestled each other in a match. And quite frankly, it was one of the most entertaining matches.
Who won?
I don't remember.
So Corey was in the same room as Levi?
I mean, Levi was just small then, but
Corey would have beat him then, right? I don't know. Will Corey beat him now? No. All right, notes on this. Okay, he used to drive 2 hours each way to practice 3 times a week at M2 with David Taylor as his coach back when he was in high school.
Yeah.
That's a work ethic. That's a dog right there, baby. Never visited another school during recruiting. Never even. He said he didn't want to waste the time of other colleges.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I mean, how respectful is that kid? That's like you. Yeah. You say, yeah, I'm going to do the ride along. I don't want to waste your time. Dude, Levi, don't go on the recruiting dates. You're a big dog. See what's out there. Anyway, David Taylor did teach him it's not always about, and I thought this was interesting. It's not always about working harder. Sometimes it's about working smarter. I thought that was interesting. Yeah. And I paralleled that to the Iowa coaching scene and how it's just pummel, work harder. And apparently in Penn State, they don't necessarily teach work harder. Here's something that blew my mind. You know, he wrestled last season with a torn meniscus. 70% torn meniscus, didn't even know about it.
Yeah.
Said it was a blessing to him because it taught him to wrestle leading with both legs.
How amazing is that?
That is incredible.
He didn't even bring it up.
Dude, and he didn't even get tested. He didn't even know he was hurt.
The thing is I'm not busting on Spencer or anything, but Spencer's the one that brought it up at the, my knees are hurt at the ESPN. The thing is Levi, and there's been other wrestlers. Levi said nothing.
I had to rewind the interview. He said it so soft-spokenly. I said, what? Your meniscus was torn 70% last season?
Yeah. What? In fact, he didn't even say it. They had to re-ask him. You mean that was injured during the finals?
Yeah, like the whole year.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, and people would pull my leg out, and it was
look, dude, Levi is the real deal. And
well, is he? Because Messenbrink's in the room, dude. And he took 2 matches from Levi 2 years ago.
Oh, believe me.
He talked about that.
One was one on criteria. The other one's like 6-2. And believe me.
Wow.
Both of them are very, very good. And don't forget, Levi just got done wrestling like 5 times. Mm-hmm. And Messenbrink got to sit and wait for the winner of the open part. So, and all I'm saying is both of them are obviously very close.
Okay.
And now they're teammates. So,
well, that leads to the next question, which is that he has no idea if he's wrestling next season. They have not discussed it.
Yeah.
Is he redshirting? Levi could be redshirting this year.
Might be.
Also, top 4 dodgeball player in Penn State locker room. Yeah. I mean, touche to that, dude. And his rankings, David Evans number 1, Varner number 2, and Conaway number 3.
David Evans, by the way, to me, the best bench wrestler in the nation this past year.
Okay.
David Evans.
And number 1 in volleyball. He adds to that locker room. Van Ness is Levi's
David Evans went into overtime with Bartlett. And quite frankly, I loved watching David Evans. I'm shocked he didn't transfer out of Penn State because to me, he is an All-American. I'm glad he stayed at Penn State.
Clearly,
fun to watch.
He's loved dominating that dodgeball room. That's why I stayed in Penn State. That's why I stayed in Penn State. A couple final things here. Levi's girlfriend is very supportive. She understands the demands with wrestling, which I also thought was interesting because that's something maybe Spencer was lacking. Spencer mentioned how he was single his college career. I mean, people don't like to talk about relationships and girlfriends, dude, because, I don't know, it matters. Levi has a stable girlfriend. I'm telling you right now, dude. I'll tell you right now from life experience that matters. When Kelly gets out of line, I get off the rails, dude. No, but seriously, interesting point.
Yeah.
And, all right, one final thing. Apparently, Kale is a big fisherman. Did you know that?
You know, you talk about girlfriends, but that's a big element. You don't need girlfriend drama going on,
dude,
while the season's going
how much
on.
That affects your mind.
That's huge.
Dude, if
you need a very stable relationship or no relationship.
I don't care if people.
And that's probably more important than all your training. And that's huge.
Come match day. Come match day, it is.
Wrestlers out there, evaluate your girlfriend. if she's a drama queen, if she's up and down and she likes all kinds of drama, oh, you're not paying attention to me. You're not paying attention to me. Whoa, wrestling season's up. You're gone.
Okay.
You're gone. I can't have this.
I could not agree more with that. And never in my wildest dreams would I think I'd be giving dating advice on this podcast. I'll tell you right now, I got real short and sweet to you wrestlers out there who are single. You date cute, you don't date hot. Date cute, hot, has ego.
We got to be over it.
And as college wrestlers, dude, you need supportive. You don't need to be running another business. Wow! Where are we going here? Let's wrap this up, baby. Lightning round and comments review. Lightning round question. Who is the next Stanford head coach?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know.
At all. No idea.
I've said before, pick one of these club coaches that are so successful. They'll bring a whole boatload of really successful
Okay, who do you think it should be? Who would you hire?
I'd go Bassett. I grab Bassett, and he'll bring Bishop McCourt kids with him.
Ooh,
all of a sudden, you got a successful program 3 years from now.
I actually like that. All right, next question. Dan Campbell, the Detroit Lions football head coach.
Like him. Yeah, he's great.
Here's a comment. He said, every game day morning, he has sex with his wife while looking at a picture of the opposing coach to get ready the morning of the game. Okay? he That's what he does. He gets off to looking at the other opposing head coach. My question, what do you do to get ready for BG Wrestling? I hope it ain't that. I hope you ain't looking at me or Gable or Tom Brown.
No, it ain't that.
It's a little cold.
It ain't that.
Are you back on the sheets this week?
Oh, my goodness. Oh.
Back on the sheets?
No.
Screw sheets.
They didn't hire me yet.
We don't like sheets.
They didn't hire me yet.
Wawa, folks. We are officially Wawa fans. Wawa bought best subs in Philly, and we have the biggest fan bases in Philly. Wawa all day, folks. Couple more world championships coming up this weekend. What are some of the things you're looking forward to the most?
I'm of course looking to the Dake and the 74. That's Haver. Let's see it. I can't wait to Sagilov and Snyder. Let's see it. I think Snyder takes him. I can't wait to see how Vito does. I think Vito wins it.
That was mine. Vito is my.
I think Taylor takes it again. I'm excited. We got wrestling coming next weekend. Let's go.
Yep.
Let's go. I want Nick Lee to shock people. I want Zayn to win it. Let's go.
Yeah, Marsteller. I mean, where's he?
Let's go, Chance.
Valencia,
homeboy.
Dude. Valencia.
Chance, homeboy.
Valencia. I mean, Gilman. Like
Valencia. Yes, of course. Although, daggone, that should be Brooks.
I know.
All
we
right.
talked about that. All right. Finally, let's move on. Comments review, and let's wrap this up. Couple comments from last week's episode. Eddie Bernal, someone from ESPN, UFC, and NCAA wrestling, get in a room together, and that answer could come up with profit. Well, UFC's doing it. So, to your point there, Eddie, how about Russell Mullins? Absolutely love the show. I'm still down this week, but why do you guys make me laugh and you make me feel good about it? At work, it's really, he enjoys it. Please keep up the good work. Sorry.
Thank you.
Okay, how about this, dude? Mike James, wrestling is a boring sport. You either see what's going on or you don't.
That's true.
These guys just want to see people throw down.
I still think
Like
the
a
refs,
slobber knocker.
the refs control.
Mike James, dude. Okay, he's getting a little vulgar. Mike James, you might be our official second pair of BEG underwear.
Let's hear this.
I'm not repeating this, dude.
Wow.
We don't cuss on this podcast, folks, okay? I don't know if you know.
What's Mike J? I didn't even read this.
Yeah, well, no, I am now for the first time.
Where is it at?
He's still right here. Yeah. How about D.E. Randall? Who's going to tell Big Homie his interpretation of that ankle rule is incorrect? Is your interpretation of that ankle rule incorrect?
I posted the actual wording.
Okay, your reply. will expand to include all situations involving the top wrestler grasping the bottom wrestler's ankle. That is how it is written. I do not know how to interpret it, to be honest.
That's not my reply. But I don't. Hey, maybe I do have.
What is it? It
interpreted.
seems like it's very open to interpretation.
Yeah, they
It
didn't
seems
word
like
it.
a very open question that
They didn't word it in.
we're not going to find out till the start of the season, right? Like,
I mean,
it's just one of the things. Whenever you have a significant rule change, you have to wait to see how it just plays.
It's not worded in a way that anyone's got a definite interpretation of what they mean.
Yeah.
A lot of people think it's involving the hand, but from the wording, it's not necessarily involving the hand. At least that's how I interpret it. You hook the ankle, you're.
Yeah. All right.
Now you're going to make me pull it up. But.
All right. How about foot stomper? I agree with the rant on stalling. I think that's that one of the main reasons that freestyle is exciting is because the refs make sure both wrestlers are ... wrestling. I am so sick of watching a college match where the first stall is called with 8 seconds left in the match. It's freestyle. It's not unusual for the ref to warn a wrestler in the first 30 seconds. That's a good comment, foot stomper. Right? Now you're stuck on looking up research over there to defend your point. Not even paying attention, are you?
We're probably at an hour and 30 minutes.
Nah, this is shorter than usual.
Really?
Matt Hoffman for the Ohio State lineup. I mean, he had some comments here. Ran down it. Pronounced Geog. I don't know. I would expect. How about this? Matt of Man. I would expect a struggling program to take a shot on Justin Burrows as a coach when he retires to try to copy Deion Sanders at Colorado. How about that? Now that is a good idea.
Okay, the mandatory 5 count for the waist and ankle ride will expand to include all situations involving the top wrestler grasping the bottom wrestler's ankle. All situations involving the top wrestler grasping the bottom wrestler's ankle. So, I'm grasping the bottom wrestler's ankle if I'm hooking it. Now, they're blasting me. Whoa, the big guy misinterprets the rule.
That seems open to interpretation.
Yeah, I'm grasping the bottom wrestler's ankle by hooking it.
That seems open to interpretation.
It says all situations. So, look, the wording is not clear yet. So, of course, I could be wrong, but don't come on acting like you know. Ooh, I know everything. Dude,
well, right.
None of us know.
Well, we appreciate him taking a shot. We appreciate him taking a shot at you. What do you think, Justin Burrows?
Big guy don't know the interpretation over there.
You think Justin Burrows would be a good coach?
Who?
Justin Burrows.
Oh, yeah.
Or Jordan Burrows.
Justin Burrows.
Yeah.
He'd be better than Jordan. Yeah.
Matt also said you're becoming a Wawa person on the inside. Well, we are officially a sponsor of Wawa now after Sheets, but I don't know. Any final ones here? Stetson Starkey wanted the Robb Koll breakdown. I mean, I liked his comments.
Yeah.
Do you think he's actually going to have any real impact on North Carolina wrestling?
Yes. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Apparently, he's the real deal. I mean, he's had success everywhere he went. So,
Robb Koll, dude, turning it around. North Carolina, what? Not traditionally known.
I mean, there's colleges just licking their chops waiting for Dake and Taylor. Of course, Taylor may never coach. I mean, he's got that successful
he is coaching.
M2.
He coached Levi. Okay.
He's got M2 going. Why? Of course.
That's what I talked about last episode. He's probably making more money there. Doesn't want to be under someone else's thumb in a college organization. That's why they can't get these kids to coach.
You know, I talk about Bassett and stuff. They may be making enough money there. Nobody can.
I bet he is.
Hire him away.
And he's the president, CEO, everything. He runs the show.
Yeah.
Then you go to college and.
Zach, did I ever tell you thank you for all you do? Because you do all the work. I sit down and speak here. Sometimes not very well.
That's not true.
And you do all the work here.
Some weeks we're more prepared than others, folks.
Thank
Hey, all I know is...
And thank all of you
season hasn't even
for
started
watching.
yet.
Seriously.
Season hasn't even started yet, dude. And folks...
We're getting close, people. We're getting close.
It's
and
coming.
It's time to get pumped up.
It is.
It's going to be time to get pumped up.
World Championships this weekend, folks.
Yeah.
We got updates coming.
Passion
We're going
is
to give you an
bubbling.
episode of all the Too Soon rankings.
Yeah.
And we got more to come, baby.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Nope.
That's it. This is BEG Wrestling, folks.
See you guys.
Until next time.
Thank you.